Hi, everyone, and welcome to the fourth Tech Tip Tuesday. We're happy to have you guys back here this week to talk about Fibre Channel. This is a new feature that Zadara has in the Zadara storage cloud as far as the connectivity goes. So without further ado, Howard Young, who's the senior sales architect here at Zadara Storage, will go ahead and talk about this new feature.
Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Good evening also. I'm Howard Young, and today we're going to talk about Fibre Channel. Fibre Channel is a new offering that we have, which basically gives us a universal storage solution and will provide block access to your existing cloud. This is more or less, the Fibre Channel is more or less is going to be for the OPAS solution. We will not offer it in Amazon right now or even Azure, because they do not have the Fibre Channel infrastructure. It's still Ethernet. But what the Fibre Channel offers is going to be FTP SCSI, or Fibre Channel Protocol SCSI, and allows you to connect your block volumes to your servers. So this is a new offering. It'll be in 16.05, which is coming out later the end of the month, and we'll start deploying it into existing OPASs, and also the version will be going into the public cloud also. So Fibre Channel is very interesting. It's a very complete and fast enterprise solution. We're glad to offer it now into the existing OPASs. And so basically, what we're going to do is deploy with HBA, a host bus adapter, and it has dual 16 gig ports. And so, for the new installations, if you want to install a new OPAS on-site cloud, you just let us know and say we have a Fibre Channel requirement, and we'll install the HBAs directly into the storage nodes. If you have an existing OPAS, don't worry, it's quite simple to add it, and basically it's just a maintenance type of process where we go ahead and add a new card to each storage node. And the nice thing about it, it's you can still come up and keep your system running. And basically, what the process is, we'll take any controllers on a node that we're going to install a card on, and fail them over to the standby. The standby controllers are always on a different nodes to give you HA capability. And so as soon as all the controllers are failed over to another node, what we'll do is we'll shut down the node, have you install the card, and bring it back up. And then as part of the bring up process, everything will resync, and then we'll do the same process on the other nodes. So we'll fail over, install cards, bring it back up. We expect the process itself will probably take about half an hour to an hour per storage node, depending on how long it takes to synchronize the RAID groups and have all the controllers failed over. So it's a very safe and secure process, and there's no downtime, and it provides you the additional capability of Fibre Channel with your existing Ethernet infrastructure. What we're going to do is we're going to offer that as an OPEX model. So it's if you need Fibre Channel, it's just going to be a click of the button when you create the VPSA or add on to VPSA, and it's going to be a per hour type of charge. So you don't have to buy any additional cards, it's all included. So if you look at your current infrastructure, this is going to be the same in either the public cloud like AWS or Amazon or Azure, or even on existing OPASs. You'll have this type of infrastructure. It could be a little bit different if you have a multi-zone, but you'll have you'll have multiple links going to both our front end and back end switches, and then they're configured as MLAG, which gives you HA capability from your switch to our switches. So if any particular switch goes down, you still have access on the other path. We will still have the 40 gig backend. This is all ISER. It provides very fast access to the storage, to raw drives, and this infrastructure does not change. So when you add Fibre Channel, you get something like this. Basically, you will have to add the two connections to your switches. So we do not provide the Fibre Channel switches. We do provide the HBAs, and I believe we're going to provide the cables, but we'll have to check with that with operations. So basically, after the card's installed, you just hook it up to your switches, and you're good to go. And this will provide you a multipath. So you have multipath capability goes from this server across both ways. So you get basically 32 gigabytes or gigabits of transfer speed. The 16 gig interface is going to be comparable to probably like a 20 or 40 gigabit interface on the front end. Fibre Channel is very efficient. It's all block. So we won't, through the Fibre Channel, we will not support the file system. And this will coexist with your existing Ethernet infrastructure. So you can run fiber and also Ethernet at the same time. If you wanted to, you could do a bridge and have it bridged across, but that you may just want to just go directly and set it up this way, depending on how your requirements are. So the some of the things that we do provide is that when you spin up a new VPSA, each VPSA is going to get a unique worldwide name. So the worldwide name and along with the other worldwide names in your fabric, so you have the initiators here and the targets over here. You can create a zone which basically would have a private cloud for these servers and these VPSAs. So you can isolate it that way per zone, and you would do that on your Fibre Channel switch. What we do, similar to for the normal shares, we add a LUN masking so that you can isolate specific LUNs to each particular initiator. So, for example, on the blue here, only likewise, the green can only see this LUN 1 on this VPSA, and it won't see anything on the other VPSA. So this here would be two different accounts, two cloud accounts which are joined together within a single zone. And of course, you can have multiple VPSAs within a unique cloud. So I know this is rather new and kind of rapid explanation of Fibre Channel. If you have any questions, what you can do is you can type it in the chat, of course. I don't see any. Krista, do you see any questions?
Yeah, we do have one question. Someone asked 16 gigabyte ports means that 4, 8, and 16 gigabytes connectivity is supported. Can you talk about that a little more, Howard?
Yeah, so it's it'll support up to 16 gigabytes or gigabits, and that will also support 4, 8, and it should go down to 1 also. 1 sort of is transitioned out over time, and most of the infrastructure will be 4, 8, and it'll go up to 16.
Hopefully that answers the question. If you have any other questions, you can email Howard at zadarastorage.com. And he's also on Twitter at Howard Y. There you go. So if anyone has any more questions, we're here now. But again, we're available via Twitter and email.
Yeah, if you have any questions, if you have specific questions you want to go over on a Tech Tip Tuesday, I'd be glad to cover that also. Next week we'll be covering some of our more data protection features, such as backup to S3. It sort of ties into with our Xios product, which is, if you go back to it sort of rounds out that we support object. So next week we'll talk a little bit more about object store and back up to S3 and how everything plays together. So with that, we are done for today, unless there's any more questions.
Thanks, everyone. And again, as Howard said, any questions regarding today, or if you have questions that you'd like answered in a future Tech Tip Tuesday, just shoot us an email and we'll be sure to add it to the queue. Have a great day, everyone.